Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's baby girl 91580. I'm here to give you my first impressions of The Sims 4. Okay, where to start? Okay, first off, this video footage is taken before I was actually able to go into the game and change the video capture settings. So this is gonna be a little grainy. I am gonna also include in this video footage after I up the settings. With The Sims, for some reason, when it started, it was at its lowest settings. Everything was on low, so I was immediately not impressed with what I was seeing. But I said, I'm an experienced Sims player. I need to go and check the settings first before I come to a conclusion. So, of course, I'm going to let this little clip play while I give you guys some information about my rig. What I'm actually playing on. I have actually two gaming laptops. Okay, let me start you off there. I have an Alienware M17 with 8 gigs of RAM, and what I've been playing on, I actually gave the Alienware a rest. I've been on my new laptop. I'm running Windows 7 because I absolutely hate Windows 8. I have a Core Core i7 processor. It's by Intel. I also have a NVIDIA GeForce GT 630M with 2 gigs of RAM on the video card, and this system in all has a total of 16 gigs of RAM. 16 gigs of RAM. Okay, so it's a pretty good computer. It should be able to handle just about anything that I put on it. When it comes to Sims, it actually runs The Sims 3 flawlessly. If to tell you the truth, it runs The Sims 3 better than my Alienware. But I'm thinking the reason why is because this one has more RAM, of course. But anyway, so um, this was how it looked when I first started it up. Even with me having an upgraded system and all of that, the game still started me at all the low settings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually switch out the video clips in a few seconds so you can see how it looks when I come back, because I think after you change the settings, it makes you restart. So I had to restart the game. So I'm going to actually switch to that clip right now. Okay, you guys, I've switched to the clip, and I had started to build a house to get my feel for actually building within this program. I don't know why it didn't record the video from when I first started, but I haven't placed any rooms. This is all free build, how we usually did it. And I have turned up all of the settings. At one point, when I did turn the settings up, the game just really lagged. It was so choppy. I'll see if I can get some footage of that. I'll turn all of the settings back up to max and see if I can get some video of it and add that either in this video or the next video, because this is going to be a two-part video, because with the footage that I have right now, it's looking like it's going to go up to 18 minutes. So I'm going to make two-part video of me building and then decorating a home, the pros and cons with building and decorating within The Sims 4. And then I'll probably do another, like a part 3 and 4 of actual gameplay of the game, even though I usually really never played The Sims. I played The Sims, but I played it to make machinima. I did play it to, sometimes just to control the Sims, but I was more of a creator. I like to create machinima, and I love to build homes and decorate. That was what I did the most within The Sims. Within the whole time that I did play it. I mean, with part 1 and part 2, you guys, I really did play The Sims just to control the Sims, but I really started really getting into building with part two. And then I just really took off and soared in part three. And it's no going back. I mean, I love the fact that you can have a rounded deck like you see on the back of the house. But how long has it been for us, you guys? Tell me. How long has it been since we've been asking EA to give us fucking curved walls? Why can't we have curved walls? Now I know I'm gonna I'm gonna try to make this a fair review. I don't want to seem irate or just be angry, but at the same time, they were too busy paying attention to things like emotions instead of listening to what people have been saying for years. It's no reason why we can have a curved deck, but we can't have curved walls. Come on now. Come on. So, I usually, when I'm building, I usually speed up my building. I usually speed this footage up, but I'm letting it play pretty slow just so you can see my process, because right now I'm trying to learn all of the tools. I do not like the interface. I do not like the interface. If you look up in the top right hand corner, that's where that arrow at the top is how you switch to the second floor of your house. Why the fuck is that all the way up there? Don't you think that shit should be down in the building area? I mean, seriously, it's so much shit up there. Why is that shit up there? I am the interface, all of the interface, if you ask me, should be in the bottom where everything else is. Like your hammer tool is up there, up at in the top of the middle of the screen. Look, it was fucking driving me nuts just building, okay? So I am going to really enjoy seeing these really experienced YouTube builders see what they can do with The Sims 4, because I mean, I really got annoyed with building this house, okay? I did. And all of the houses that they do have already, I mean, I could have went and got a preloaded house, but why would I do that? Why would I get a preloaded house when what I specialize in is building? And if I mean, I like to damn build. So this is what I'm going to be playing the game for. So right now, you guys, I'm actually playing like a trial version of the game. I did not actually, well, I purchased the game, but it's going back within 24 hours and I'll get my full money back, because right now, just with the building alone, I am not impressed with this game. Okay, later on, I'm gonna tell you the only thing that I did like about building was the manipulation that you can do with the roofs. I know you guys, if you've followed me before in the past and you've watched me and you've heard me talk about The Sims, you would know that I have trouble with the roof tool. Period. I did. So whoever's job that was with Maxis to do the roofs this time around, they did a very good job, because that probably was the easiest part of building this fucking house. You know, I think maybe they did it like this. Maybe they said they're going to make free build so annoying and so difficult to the point where they're going to make you want to use the pre-built rooms and furnished rooms. Okay, seriously. Because if you see, right now, I'm trying to manipulate this deck and it just was giving me problems. I had to knock down walls. In all the videos, they were talking about how easy this shit is. It is not easy. I mean, it's not easy. It can get very annoying. I got really annoyed with building, and I've never gotten annoyed. I haven't been annoyed with building since part 2, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing in part 2. But now that I am somewhat of a knowledgeable Sims player, especially when it comes to building, you know, I was just getting really annoyed with this damn deck. So it was causing problems. I think I finally got it, but you know, I'm not too happy, you guys. I'm not. So unless unless when I get into the actual let's play of it, when I'm actually playing with a character, if that doesn't impress me, the game is going back. I was really wasn't I really didn't even really want to support this game because of all of the missing features, for one. Okay, to be truthful, a lot of people are not talking about the missing features, and they're so hyped because it's a new Sims game, and they're like blinded or something. I don't know. All of these people can't be paid by EA. So I'm not going to say that these people are lying, but I think that it's a lot of casual gamers out there that is accepting this bullshit, and we should not be accepting it, period. I personally got the game just to review it, so I can show you where I'm coming from, and actually explain to you why I would not want to buy this game. Okay, so again, I mean, if the actual gameplay part of it doesn't impress me, I will not be keeping this game. This is a 24-hour trial, and that's the way that I'm looking at it. So I'm trying to get as much footage as I can within the time that I have it. Probably play it for about a few hours and get a few hours worth of footage. Hopefully that will be enough to let me decide whether I want the game. But usually with The Sims, my driving point is building, and they've already lost me with that because I'm not happy with this build mode. I'm not happy with the camera controls. I'm not happy with a lot of things with this game. So again, if you want to get it, I suggest that you try it first before you commit. If you buy this from a store, they will not return it, because once a game has been open, or yeah, if you get an actual physical copy of the game and you open it, most stores will not let you return it. So I say that if you do want to try the game, but you don't want to be obligated to keep the game, just in case you don't like it and you just want to try it for yourself to come up with your own opinion for the game, then I say go and download it directly from EA. And with EA, they give you 24 hours to decide to keep the game or not. I say do that before you actually commit to actually spending $69.99 for this, because I just really feel we're getting way less, and it's just not worth it. $69.99, that was kind of steep, and that's for the basic version. I mean, why is this game $69.99? This is not cutting edge graphics. The building is not all that great, other than the fact that you can place rooms and pull a damn wall. But you could place squares in rooms in part 3. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding what all the hype is about this game. And see, here's my problem, you guys. Here's my problem with The Sims 4. With every expansion that has came out, with every Sims that has came out, all the way from Sims 1. From Sims 1 to Sims 2, it was a dramatic change. Dramatic. I mean, it was so dramatic from 1 to 2. You could get up close and personal with your Sims in part 2. You could actually see their facial expressions in part 2. You could actually zoom into your house and be inside of your house and see the ceiling in part 2. You couldn't do that shit with part 1 and but you also had the toddler phase come into play with part 2. So my thing is it was dramatically different from part 1, and it was dramatically different in a good way. Okay, are you following me? Now, the jump from Sims 2 to Sims 3, it differs from everybody. I really felt that it dramatically changed again. It not only did it take the good things from part 2, like toddlers and your generations of your life, it also added the open world, and it had much, much better graphics. A lot of people did not like the way the Sims looked, but that could have been changed with mods. A lot of people didn't mod their programs, but when it comes to graphics, to the water, to the actual scenery of each world that you could go to, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. You had an open world. You had all of these areas that you go to, and yes, they were rabbit holes. A lot of the businesses were rabbit holes, or but it was just, if you ask me, it was very, it just was a dramatic leap forward. Okay, now with this thing, this is like a dramatic leap backwards. Basically, you're saying they basically sold this game off of they kept saying that we focused on emotions, but our Sims have always had emotions, so I don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know, a dramatic leap forward, if you ask me, that they should have been working on is like combining towns, or being able to actually go on road trips and follow your sim up the road for an hour, or you could speed through and whatever. Stuff like that. Like where if you want to go to from Sunset Springs to any other country or village that's within it, that would have been dramatic. And then they also put a rocket ship or some shit in here where I know it takes off and flies. Well, it would have been nice if you could have got on that rocket ship and went to another fucking planet and actually played the Sims 3 version within the Sims 4. You know, I mean, it's just more of, this is not a leap forward. For the basic building things that they did improve, which, like I said, the only thing that I really liked that they changed was the roof tool. Everything else was mediocre. You know, it was just mediocre if you ask me. Right now, I'm trying my best to make a simple house, and it's just giving me so many problems. To the point where, you know, I just said, forget this. This is just going to be the house that I'm building, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned for my part 2, because actually I'm getting close to the 18-minute mark, and I know the video is a little after 18 minutes is going to end. But again, you guys leave me messages in the comments and let me know, actually truthful comments, and let me know what you think about it. I'm gonna actually do a couple other videos, and I really hope you tune into those too, because I just really feel that our voices need to be heard. The people that are not for The Sims 4, we need to, you know, get together and mobilize against this atrocity. Because this is not The Sims. It's just not.